curl up and die. Eating up his innards and unfeasible anxiety is brutally committed to relinquishing his privacy, aligning with the trials of the anti-Midas. Snap on the back lawn, look up in the sky.
Everyone, I'm Larry Ridley, and this is the NFL on EA Sports. Anticipation is mounting for today's game, and we've got two quarterbacks looking to make an impact. It's Newton's Panthers going up against Osweiler's Texans. With that, let's get on out to Houston. We're standing by as our commentary team, Brandon Guyton and Charles Davis.
Larry, they broke ground on this place in the year 2000, opened it in August of 2002, and it's been the home of this franchise ever since. Welcome to NRG Stadium in Houston. Coming up, we've got a good matchup on tap between the Carolina Panthers and the Houston Texans. The defensive line disperses a little bit here, maybe expecting a pass. They'll run. This is Jonathan Stewart. And he's able to plow forward up to about the 29, just shy of the 30. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down. And what about this offense, Charles? Specifically, what about Jonathan Stewart?
He makes sure everything goes. Put the ball in his chest and watch him run. Can run with power inside, but has enough speed that when he gets outside, he can cause a lot of trouble.
Second down, and the offense needing 5 yards. Looks like the defense in press coverage here. To throw on second down is Newton. Caught on the left side by Benjamin.
Kelvin Benjamin bounced back from an ACL injury in 2015 to really good health in 2016 and had a 100-plus yard game early in the season, so it looked like he was all the way back. But Brandon, the rest of the year, never broke 100 yards again.
That is hard to believe. He had a stretch late in the season. He went 18 yards, 11 yards, 20 yards. That's just not what you expect from him and the Panthers.
Not at all. I don't think it's all his fault, but they're going to be looking for another breakout season from him next year.
And on your screen, the defensive starters for the Houston Texans. One thing's for sure. Throughout the season, but really in the playoffs, Clowney and Merciless, boy, did they come on. You get J.J. Watt back next year, a good defense becomes even better.
You're exactly right about that. This was a defense that did not get the credit it deserved all year long. Finished the season #1 in total defense in the NFL. And as you mentioned, that's without J.J. Watt. Just think, when they get him back and put everyone else to use again, look out. The Houston Texans will be stout again on the defensive side of the ball.
They find some open field here. It'll be a gain of 9, and that is going to set up a 3rd and 1.
You know, I don't think this is the last time we'll see that in this game. This guy has mobility, and they want to use his legs in the game plan. So there will be designed runs as well as his scrambles.
They stay on the ground. This time it's Stewart. Oh, he's got a little daylight. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. A good pickup there, 26 yards.
Well, plenty of credit has to go to the guy carrying the ball. He broke the tackle and gained the yardage. But that doesn't necessarily mean that the defender's bad. They're not going to make 100% of the tackles all the time. Even the best in the game will miss one occasionally. The key is not to let it snowball and miss tackle after tackle. On that play, credit to the offense, but that doesn't make the defense bad. Okay, I have to take a second here and talk about Greg Olsen, the tight end for the Carolina Panthers. Third straight year over 1,000 yards in receptions. And guess what? That's the first time that's ever happened in NFL history. 3 straight years by a tight end.
That's really something. Now 31 years of age. They're going to need him next year to turn it around because a very disappointing season.
Not the season anyone expected, least of all the Carolina Panthers, but he's a building block that they can go ahead and get back to form starting in 2017.
Here's Newton. Steps away to his left. He'll get a couple yards on that one, and that'll make it 2nd and goal.
Yeah, he only gets a few yards on 1st and 10, but he's better off doing that than throwing an incompletion or even worse, an interception.
Looking to jam the receivers at the line here. Press coverage look defensively. Artis Payne. And he's going to bull his way down to about the 1-yard line. 7 big yards on the carry there to get him within range of the goal line with 3rd down upcoming. Now the Panthers get set, 3rd and goal.
And the defense has to account for Cam Newton on this play.
On 3rd and short, Tolbert. And he takes it into the end zone for a Panthers touchdown. Mike Tolbert taking it in. And the Panthers take it right down and score on the opening drive. And this will be good to give the Panthers a 7-0 lead. Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. And the D-line pinching together, must be expecting the run. Now a first carry for Lamar Miller. And he'll fight forward to about the 27-yard line. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8. And a look at the offense that is hoping to put some points up in bunches here in this one. And the back goes into motion. On 2nd down, Osweiler. Fuller brings it in over the middle. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. It'll be a gain of 8 yards, and that's going to make it 3rd down and less than a yard. Well, still in search of the 1st down after that last completion.
Now let's go. Green 39. Green 39.
In motion is Fedorowicz. They'll try to run for it with Miller. Officially a gain of just a yard there, but they do convert on 3rd and inches.
I always appreciate runners who understand situations. That was just 3rd and inches. No reason to dance around in the backfield and try and break off a bigger play. Just go pick up the 1st down, and that's exactly what he did.
They keep it with Miller on 1st down. And he stopped immediately there. And speaking of Lamar Miller, up over 1,000 yards this season for the Houston Texans, 5 touchdowns as well. And the 2nd time in his 5-year career he topped the 1,000 mark.
And he did it missing 2 games due to injury, so just think of what the numbers could have been. But looking forward, he's such a versatile player. I would not be surprised if Bill O'Brien adds a little more to his plate in 2017 and throws the ball a little bit more to him out of the backfield. Get him into space and let him create bigger plays that way as well.
Nine yards to go. It's 3rd down. Osweiler. He's going to fire one deep over the middle. And a Shot taken on third down, unsuccessful. Fourth down now.
The best receivers we know always tease their quarterbacks that, hey, no matter what you do, you cannot overthrow me. Well, guess what? That's exactly what happened on that play. Normally, they time it up pretty well, but on that one, he just overshot him.
Here's Ginn. A good return there. Call it 13 yards. And the Panthers will get it here as they take possession. Carolina getting set to take the field. And they were able to punch it in the end zone last time. They'll be looking to do that again here for the defense. Obviously, they'll be looking to stop them from punching it back in the end zone.
It always is punch-counter-punch, isn't it? And which team has the advantage? Well, let's just go back. Last time on offense, they rolled downfield, got into a good rhythm. You can see a little more bounce in and out of the huddle. You can see the sideline really get into the game. So defensively, you're thinking to yourself, how do we take that away from them? How do we get the advantage back? Let's see what they come up with. I think pressure is always the first one.
Cam fighting. He lost the football. It's out. And fortunately, he's able to reel it back in, but it's going to go down as a big loss here on the play.
Well, that was a big oops right there. But how about his ability to correct it? Loses the football, able to get it back himself.
Yeah, pounced right back on it, keeps possession. So they almost turn it over there. Scary moment. Second down here. Here's Newton now on second down. Now they go screen. It's complete. And this one will go to the 28-yard line. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets them up for third down.
I wonder what was going through his mind when he got the play call. He just got sacked on the previous play. He knows they're coming after him again. A little bit of guts to stand in there, take the hit, and successfully complete the screen pass. Really well done.
Third and 11. And some extra depth in the secondary here. They're in the dime. Oh, he almost had the rare interception. The big fella couldn't hang on, though. Incomplete. On fourth down, here's Andy Leon to kick it away. They'll look to set up his blockers. A big kick there. We'll call it 56 yards on the punt. And possession will switch hands, first and 10. And now out comes Houston. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play. You know what really fires up offensive linemen? When the guy that is carrying the ball behind them can create his own space and break a tackle along the way.
So second and medium, 2nd and 5 now. Possible run anticipation. Here's the D-line sandwiches together. To throw is Osweiler. And boy, that one drops incomplete, but if he was hit a fraction sooner, it may have been a fumble.
The good signal callers would never go back in the huddle and play the blame game because they need those guys to protect him. But on that last one, his offensive line, they lost their leverage very quickly, and that's why they were able to get to him and hit him as he tried to throw the football and force an incompletion.
Halfback sent in motion. Here's Osweiler. And he gets this up just shy of the 30 to the 29 before he's out of bounds. It's a pickup of 6 and good enough to move the chains.
Would it be safe to say that as precise as routes are supposed to be run in the NFL, maybe they're not quite as precise in college ball?
That's accurate, yeah.
And I think we saw a college route in the NFL there. Just find the soft spot, find the dead zone, and find the first down. And that's what he just did.
And a big loss here as he's taken down. Mario Addison in there to get him for what will be a loss of 13 yards. On second down, here's Osweiler. And he's just going to get rid of this thing. To no one here. He throws it away, and now it's third. They got pressure there and only rushing 3.
And there's a defensive coordinator right now who is celebrating not just getting home with 3 there, but realizing if that's the type of pressure he can get in the entire game, then his pass defense is going to be excellent. You're dropping 8. Where are you going to go with the football?
Third and long, it's Osweiler. And incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up 4th down. Here's Shane Leckler now, standing just outside his own goal line. His first punt, 48 yards. This one looks equally as good. Now it's Ginn. So possession goes over here on the punt. And out will come the offense as they take over. Carolina getting set to take the field. And they're coming off a 3-and-out, my friend.
I think they've got to look at that play sheet and go to a spot that they haven't gone before. Time to shake things up a little bit to try and get this offense moving.
Okay, so how do you do that? How do you shake things up?
You look at what you've called before, realize it hasn't worked
Go to
so
something
well,
else.
and maybe try and find one of those special plays from one of your better players, and maybe try and hit something big and get things going in the excitement area.
And the numbers down a bit from their Super Bowl year this season for Jonathan Stewart. Did have some injuries. He finished with 824 yards. 9 touchdowns, though. Good in that department.
When it's around the goal line, he's a terrific runner because he knows how to get there, and he can run through contact, run through trash, as we like to say. That's part of the reason he accumulates the injuries that he does, because he runs inside a lot and takes on those linebackers. But they're going to work on Jonathan Stewart in the offseason, get him healthy, and have him back ready to go for next season.
Now a play fake here on 1st down. He's going to look deep down the field. A battle for it, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the former first-round pick, Kevin Johnson. And now out comes Houston.
And that's a great example of ball skills right there, partner. You and I do a lot of games, and I can't tell you how many guys look to run with the football before they've intercepted it. So that's a nice job of focusing on the task at hand and coming away with the interception.
Now Osweiler. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out. Incomplete.
Timing's crucial in any route thrown, but when you throw an out, so many things are going through the mind of the receiver. Catching the ball, timing it up with the quarterback. Are my feet going to get down inbounds? On that play, all those things going through his head might have caused him to drop it.
Give him 4 on the ground there. They're now left with 3rd and 6.
No, that wasn't an explosive run. That wasn't one that took it all the way to the house. But, boy, for a team that's had trouble running it the entire game, that's the kind of run they need, hopefully, to get themselves kick-started.
On 3rd down, Osweiler trying to force it to Hopkins, and it's intercepted. It's the Pro Bowler Luke Kuechly that picks it. And they'll be at the 18-yard line. Great field position here in the red zone. They come up in an offset eye. Now Stewart on 1st down. And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. He lost 6 there on the 1st down play.
One of the toughest things for an offensive lineman to learn is the ability to get in space and hit people who are moving targets. And linebackers are not easy ones to hit because they know how to move, juke, and make you miss. And that's exactly what he did on that play. A nice play for the defense.
They were looking to get it to Kelvin Benjamin there. And it's 3rd down.
When defenses get to the quarterback that quickly, a lot of times it's called a jailbreak. It wasn't quite that fast, but fast enough that he had no time to look downfield and set himself to throw the ball. And as he tried to do that, he was hit and it forced an incompletion.
That's Brown. Touchdown, Carolina. Corey Brown, 23 yards for the touchdown. And the Panthers add on to their lead. And he's a little bit on the shorter side as a receiver. Maybe sometimes for the defense, tough to find the little guys, right?
Yeah, sometimes they get lost in the traffic, but usually what it means is that rather than just winning with height or even speed, they use their quickness to find a way to get open.
Well, tall, short, wide, skinny, whatever, there it results in a touchdown. And now out comes Houston. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. Fuller brings it in over the middle. Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. On 1st and 10, it's Osweiler. The catch made by DeAndre Hopkins. A good pickup there at 22. Well, we know he's got the speed there. He needed the speed and the hands. A great catch.
And because of that speed, you have to respect it as a defender. So you have to either play off or make sure you're somehow in contact with him. And he's able to do exactly what you said. Use the speed to his advantage and go up and get the football. That's a big-time play right there.
Offense looking to avoid a 3rd and long. It's 2nd and 10. Shift together here from the D-line. Osweiler. Caught left side Hopkins. And he gets this one all the way down inside the 20-yard line. Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime.
Here we go. 19.
From the red zone now, here's Osweiler on 1st down. And he just throws this one away. Smart decision here this close to the end zone, and it brings up 2nd down.
I hope I don't sound too rah-rah on that one, but that's the exact right throw. Either your receiver gets it or no one gets it. Give him a lot of credit for being really precise with it.
Got rid of it. No one got it.
Green 30. No. Check.
2nd and 10 now. Osweiler forced out to his left. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. 6 yards on the pickup, and just like that, it's 3rd down. Miller, the lone setback.
I think we have to give credit to him for buying time and extending the play. But, you know, there's some really upset.
Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. And with halftime on the horizon, they'll be out of timeouts from here forward. So 3 seconds here remain in the half. On is the field goal unit to see about getting 3 points. From the right hash here, should be an easy one. And the 10-year vet knocks it through the goalpost. So we've hit intermission. It's halftime. This is the NFL, and it's a presentation of EA Sports. So both teams have their marching orders, and we'll get going again here in quarter number 3. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. And now out comes Houston. They have the ball here for the inaugural drive of the 2nd half. Pretty big deficit, though. We'll see what adjustments were made in that locker room.
And I never want to make something more important than it actually is. Right? I don't want to create more hype than what is there. But this is
can't find anyone, and down he goes. Osweiler sacked. Mario Addison in there to get him his 2nd sack now of the afternoon. And the D-line pinching together, must be expecting the run.
Let's go.
On 2nd down, Osweiler. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. A good pickup there at 22. Fresh set of downs here. They isolate Hopkins on the left side.
Blue 90.
Now Osweiler on 1st down. He's going to rifle one deep left side. And it drops down incomplete. Thought he might have had it. Instead, 2nd down.
And when all else fails as a defender, when you're not there in the coverage, your best friend is exactly what we saw there. A big play shot taken by the offense. Unfortunately, it ended in a big drop.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
2nd and 10. It's Osweiler again. He's got the hook up here on the comebacker. Complete. A good pickup there at 22.
We always admire guys with arm strength, don't we? Whether it's misplaced or not at times. But when you throw a comeback route, you have to have arm strength to complete it, and Brock Osweiler just showed it off.
Lucky 56. Detroit! Let's go! Blue 90.
throwing now. Osweiler on first down. Dumps it complete to Miller. And here he'll be brought down a little shy of the 35 at the 36.
So many times you hear today's NFL described as a space game. Get your best players into space with the football in their hands. That's why sometimes you just swing it out to your runner, get him out in the flat, and let him have a chance to make people miss an open field.
Possible run anticipation here as the D-line sandwiches together. Osweiler underneath for Miller. And they're able to get this one past the 30 down to the 25. It's a gain of 11 yards that time, and it produces a new set of downs. And here comes play numbers. And the coach has decided to challenge this play. He has tossed down the red flag. Well, he challenged the play. It did not pay off.
And that means he lost a timeout in that challenge.
And as a coach, you hate that. Don't know if you took the advice of the player, you threw it yourself, but it didn't go your way.
At the end of the day, it all comes back to the head coach. He has the final determination on whether to actually challenge the play or not. In this case, it didn't pay off for him.
And that's got to be so heartbreaking. You throw that flag, you probably feel really confident, and then all of a sudden, boom, you lose the challenge.
Yeah, when you take a look at it, you're throwing that flag because you believe you're going to be right. And when it comes back the other way, you have to regroup.
Call it a 3-yard gain, and it'll be third down. We're still in search of the first down after that last completion.
Let's go! Good!
To throw again is Osweiler. And finding Fedorowicz. And he'll take this one in for a Texans touchdown. C.J. Fedorowicz from 19 yards away. And the Texans draw a bit closer. Nick Novak on now for the extra point. And he's got it. That cuts the lead. It's now 14-10. Now it's Novak on. He'll send this one away following the touchdown. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll get it up to about the 26-yard line just across the 25. A look at the offense now here coming back out on the road for their first possession of the second half. And that recipe on their last drive that resulted in a touchdown looked pretty good, so they'll be hoping to do that once more.
And it takes me back to when we sat with the offensive coordinator and the head coach. They felt pretty good about their game plan and thought there were some holes in the defense, and they exploited them the last time out. Let's see if they can come back and put together a similar drive.
And we'll see if they can do just that. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5. And after the play on the ground, that brings up 2nd down here. This is Stewart again. And this time he's not going anywhere. They'll get him down right at the line of scrimmage. They'll lose a yard that time, and that's going to lead to a 3rd down.
No surprise there, Jadeveon Clowney with a tackle for loss. We all know how he became one of the most famous players in football, though, don't we?
Oh, that one play.
Yeah, that one big-time play. It was on highlights everywhere. They want to see more of that here in the NFL.
Here's Newton. Gets it to Benjamin. It's caught. And that one good for 16 yards and a first.
He went full scale, loose, flexible, finding a way to catch the ball in some traffic for a key first down.
Yeah, really a nice job of adjusting to the ball in the air. Not the most accurate of throws, but able to adjust and make the grab. So here we go, 1st and 10 now. Now a play fake here on first down. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. A nice pickup there of 11 yards, and it'll move the sticks.
So much goes into a successful play, doesn't it? How about that play action there? Freezing the defense just enough to bring the tight end free downfield for the completion.
And he'll be taken down after a decent gain, and that will bring us to the end of this 3rd quarter of play. See if they stay on the ground for 2nd down. They go play action with Stewart. Now Newton. And Olsen over the middle. 8 yards on the pickup there, and it moves the sticks.
Completion was given up, but that's why you play zone defense, so that you can have people around the ball when it's caught, and you don't give up much run after the catch.
On 1st and 10, Newton flushed out right. Oh, he's got some breathing room. And he's able to get it to the edge of the red zone at the 20-yard line. Give him 9 on the play, and it'll be second and about a yard to go for the first. So the call stands as is. Not only is that the case, now you're out of challenges too.
Which means that if anything goes haywire and you look out and you want to get it corrected, you cannot unless it's within 2 minutes.
Here's Newton now on 2nd down. And he will take it across for a Panthers touchdown. Corey Brown. 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far. And the Panthers are able to grow their lead. And it's up and good. Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. And the Texans set to come onto the field. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that. They had a great air attack going. Do they stick with that?
I would think that they would, because if they were confident enough to do it on the last drive, starting backed up in their own territory, why would you change anything? They've got to be confident about what they're presenting and continue to do so.
Yeah, because the secondary, they really look clueless.
And that was amazing because that drive went and went, no adjustments, and no big plays by the defense to knock the ball away.
So the incomplete pass brings up 2nd down.
We just saw another example of really good defensive football, which has led to the cushion that they have in this game. Got to him once again, knocked him on the ground, forced an incompletion.
Now they've set the tone. It's one thing to set the tone, another to come in here on the road and set the tone.
I like the boldness, and I like that they took a shot downfield, but it was well covered, and he was able to get a hand in and knock it away.
On 3rd down, Osweiler, and that's incomplete.
Whenever they're trying to attack a zone defense, you're trying to figure out where your gaps are going to be. And depending on what type of zone they're playing, it could be on the outside, it could be in the middle, it could be in the seams, in the edges. In this case, they tried to attack the middle of the field, but this zone defense didn't allow it because they were able to see the ball come off the quarterback. Quarterback's hands, and everyone was able to react to the football and knock it away.
And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter, let's see how this plays out. Now flags, and we're going to get a delay of game. All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it. it's Osweiler on 4th down, surveying the field. And no, it's incomplete. The Texans tried it, but they come up empty here on 4th. And now possession's going to go over with a football at the 20-yard line. Here's the Carolina offense as they get ready to take over here. And they will simply, Charles, be looking to duplicate what they did last drive when they were able to push it in for 6.
And they hope it'll be that easy, right? To be able to take exactly what happened before, replicate it. They have to make a few additional changes along the way because I'm sure the defense will make some adjustments, but they've got to have great confidence having scored the last time out.
And he'll get this down only to the 18. Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8.
Oh, there's no doubt that this is a huge defensive series right here. They've got to hold them to a field goal attempt or less. Otherwise, this game just might be out of reach. Let's see if they can hunker down and get it done.
On 2nd down, here's Newton. And they get to Newton and take him down for the sack. J.J. Watt in there to bring him down for a loss of 7. Boy, he came in off the edge so quickly there.
Look out, because that's exactly what it was being shouted by the offensive lineman to his quarterback because he had no chance to block him.
Third and long, it's Newton. And intercepted, maybe the turning point they need. A great read, and it's picked off. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. And now out comes Houston. And last time they were very fortunate, this offense. They went for it on 4, turned it over in their own territory, but the other guys held up. They didn't give up any points.
So how about the guy with the #1 headset on the sidelines, the head coach? That was planned going into it, not necessarily to not get the first down or to have the defense have to hold up.
But he trusted his defense.
Trusted his defense very much, and I think that that's how he's going to play this game. Go for it, be aggressive, because I've got the wild bunch backing me up over here on my own sideline.
Now we'll see what his offense can do. Defense really showing respect to the deep ball here, playing off the receivers. Osweiler setting up the screen for Miller. And able to get this one out just shy of the 25 at the 24. A nice pickup there, 10 yards, and it'll move the sticks. Looking to speed things up here, going with some tempo. They go play action here. Trying to force it to Hopkins, and it's intercepted. A great read, and it's picked off. And to the 43. So down inside the 45 to the 43-yard line. That's where they'll take over. So the D-line's going to spread out. Newton turns and hands to Stewart. And down to the 36-yard line here. A good run there on 1st down, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 2. Well, they'll take that every time with a lead. 1st down, 4th quarter, getting 8 yards. You love that.
They will take it, and you have to ask the defensive guys, why did you give it? I mean, you know the situation. You're down, have to stop them, have to get the football back. But 8 yards on 1st down puts them back on their heels.
But just 4 yards on the pickup, but that's good enough to extend the drive.
Not too many more ideal situations in 2nd and 2 in order to try and pick up a 1st down. They ran it and picked it up.
Time for a break. We're back to finish this one off after this. And on the outside, they're playing press coverage. Shift together here from the D-line. Newton gives off to Stewart. And he's swallowed up right near the line of scrimmage. Now the Texans are going to stop it as they signal for a timeout. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. They'll come up now in the Wildcat package.
Let's go.
Here's Stewart, direct snap. And he will lose yardage back to the... And now the Texans want to call another timeout. That'll be their 2nd, so 1 more chance to stop the clock here. And we'll be back. Third down and 12. After the run, Newton going to throw. Eluding the pressure right. Now he's going to let it go deep right sideline. So they took a shot there on third down, couldn't get it. Now it's 4.
When teams take shots at the end zone, you got to defend it the same way you would defend the first down sticks. You defend the goal line exactly the same way. They can't cross that. You play through the receivers. And on that play, that's exactly what they did and batted it away.
A little bit of a lower trajectory there on the deep kick, and it worked.
Had to do it because he had to drive it out low because of the length of the kick. Able to do that, got it above the defense and over the post.
This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And no thought to bring this one out. He'll just go down to a knee, and he'll take over at the 25. And now out comes Houston. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. And this is intercepted. And that should do it. It's the safety, Kirk Coleman. And he'll return it to the 24-yard line. And onto the field, here come the Panthers. And fortunate to get points on the board last time. They had to hit a really long field goal to do so.
The kickers in today's game are so good and so skilled and hit from distances that we almost start to take them for granted. And we can't do that. That's a long field goal that they got 3 points out of. They've got to feel good about that, and they better make sure they love him up because he's helped them out.
Yeah, now we'll see if that offense can put 6 on the board here. We'll see. So the run gets them the first, and now they operate with a fresh set of downs. Stewart is the lone setback. And he'll get it up the middle. And they'll get him down here at about the 5-yard line. Give him 2 yards on that one. 2nd and goal now. Well, Carolina eating some clock on the ground there, and part of why they were the NFC champs last year, number 2 as a team in the running game.
They played their identity last year. Offensive line, they could move people in the run game. Jonathan Stewart running it. Of course, big Cam Newton could be a short yardage guy. And remember, their head coach, Ron Rivera, a defensive guy. They love to run the football.
A road win in the National Football League. Charles, you never take that for granted no matter who you're playing, no matter where you're playing.
You take it and you run with it. And you know you primed the pump all week in your own home facility. No one thinks we can do this. Only people who believe are right here in this room. And then you go on the road, band together, and get it done.
So that'll just about do it for Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. For more, log on to easports.com. So long from Houston.